Hello everyone, this is Maurice Kande from the City of David and from mauricelevels.com. As a follow-up to my previous video where I was speaking about people who are having dreams of not being raptured, I wanted to add and make another video that specifically speaks about dreams where people are actually receiving the mark of the beast. Dream interpretation can actually be a very, very complicated field, and it is also a gift from God, just as it was a gift that was given to Joseph in the book of Genesis. What I would like to tell you is that, first of all, there can be like 3 degrees of, or 3 levels that you can quite often experience in dreams that are basically narrating the rapture. The first one is the one where somebody would be taken in the air with Jesus. These are the best dreams. These are very good dreams because that's a clear message that the person is definitely going on the day of the rapture. And then we have those 2 other levels where in one dream the person may not be raptured and he actually can see what's going on after the rapture. Alright? And then there's a 3rd level. And the 3rd level is actually the worst one, and I want to focus more on the 3rd level. In the 3rd level, we have situations where the carrier of the dream is not only that he's not even raptured, but he's actually being forced to take the mark of the beast. And in some cases, the carrier of the dream is actually receiving the mark of the beast. Well, if you had a dream, a rapture dream, in which you were probably forced to take the mark of the beast, then I really suggest that you start checking yourself out. And based on what I've seen and I've heard also from many other people, I've heard dreams of people who were actually receiving the mark of the beast so many times. They're having such nightmares. And my advice is, yes, although you may want to share it, we thank you for that because those dreams actually increase the awareness around us that we should definitely be ready and prepare ourselves. But my advice would be that you actually really check yourself out because it is very likely that the dream was destined for you as a warning for you to actually check out some of those areas that could actually make you miss the rapture. Why am I saying that? I say this because I had 2 rapture dreams in my entire life. In the first rapture dream, I did not go up. I did not go up. And mind you, I was already a churchgoer, going to church, doing things for the Lord. And I still remember the first time I had that rapture dream. I was so angry. I was so angry when I woke up in the morning. I was so angry at God. But it took me some time to realize that there were certain issues that I needed to solve in my personal life. And sometimes when we talk about sin, one of the biggest mistakes that we make when we talk about sin, the mistake we make is that we tend to classify or categorize sin from one to another. So for many Christians, certain sins are bigger than the others. For example, you will hear somebody say that they never commit adultery or sexual immorality, yet they live as mockers. They have a lifestyle of mockers. They like mocking people. And if you read in the book of, in 1 Corinthians 6:10, in 1 Corinthians 6:10, for example, the Apostle Paul says that the abusive people shall not inherit the kingdom. You see, so somebody may not be committing sexual immorality, but is an abuser at work. He doesn't pay his workers well, or he's probably an abuser at home. He's probably verbally abusing people. He may not be hitting people at all, but he's verbally abusing them. Or he's using his authority to abuse people in his family. And it is written in 1 Corinthians 6:10 that the abuser shall not inherit the kingdom. Look, the spiritual math is very clear. If an abuser shall not inherit the kingdom, it's clear that on the day that Jesus comes, that person will not be raptured. And the mistake that we make sometimes is to think that because we don't commit those sins that we we think or we classify as big, we think that we are in the clear. While in fact there are certain things such as lying, being greedy, being a mocker, being abusive. Those things can actually make you miss the rapture and can even increase the likelihood of you taking the mark of the beast in the future. So what I want to say, because I've seen some, I've been doing a bit of, I've been listening and watching quite a few rapture dreams on the internet. And it's quite fascinating because I keep learning new things about them. But I'm really concerned about the dreams where the carrier of the dream is actually being forced to take the mark of the beast and is receiving the mark of the beast on himself. Yes, it's fun if they want to share those dreams, and we thank God, we praise God for it because they're adding on the database of knowledge and awareness that we need. But above all, I suggest that if such a dream happened to you, where you've been taking the mark of the beast, I suggest that you really have a look at yourself and that you start doing an introspection about your own personal life to see if there are any sins, even any sins that you may underestimate, that can make you miss the rapture and that can lead you into circumstances in which you'll be more likely to take the mark of the beast. So that's all I had to say for today, and I hope that this message has been useful to most of you. Please share and like, and see you in the next video.